Hey guys, I'm Big Mac Davis here, and welcome to the start of the Half-Life 2 100% walkthrough for the PC, played through Steam on the hard difficulty setting. Yes, my friends, we are here finally doing the Half-Life 2 walkthrough. I know a lot of people have wanted this guide, this walkthrough, and here it is. We are here doing it. Now, there are a couple of things I do want to mention before we start the walkthrough, and one of them is that, yes, this is the 100% walkthrough for the PC, obviously. And with that comes some responsibility, some measure of work that needs to be done. And so, with that, I have made certain to locate on the internet as many guides as possible and information about the game so that I may relate that information to you guys as I play. So as I'm playing, I'm going to divide the game up into its appropriate loading screens. As I do the walkthrough, we'll come to loading screens, obviously. And in the game, they take about probably 30 seconds for each one, which is a long time. And so what I decided to do was to kill two birds with one stone, as it were. And I'm going to cut the video at the beginning of the loading screen to the end of the loading screen, and then start a new recording right there to go seamlessly through the loading screen. But don't worry, I won't be taking multiple attempts on one section to get it just perfect. I am going to play this all in one go, and if I do make a mistake, then yes, I may go back and redo that section. But if I'm going to be pummeled by enemies, and my health is at 5%, let's say, then no, that's part of the experience. That's part of this walkthrough. It's to show how hard some of the sections can be. But also a purpose of cutting out the loading screens is I have right in front of me, right now, sitting on my table, a list of all the things in Chapter 1 of Half-Life 2 that has to revolve around Easter eggs, and in future levels like Chapter 3 and beyond, items, enemies, all their locations, and they're all divided up into the appropriate loading sections. So, as I'm pausing the video, I will take a look at those sections I have printed out, and look at them and see what is to be expected in that section, so that I can deliver to you the best possible walkthrough that I can do, because I know how important this walkthrough is for a lot of people, including myself. The goal for this walkthrough is to be as close to definitive as possible. And so, with that said, what else is there to say? Well, how about a history refresher? As we remember at the end of Half-Life 1, Gordon Freeman, in the research facility, the Black Mesa Research Facility, accidentally opened the portal to Zen. And so he went into Zen to kill the Nihilanth and reclose the portal. And he saved the day. And the G-Man saw him, and he offered Gordon Freeman a job. And that job offer was to put him into sleep, as it were, until he was needed again. And so, we have Half-Life 2. Gordon Freeman is here to save the day again. Hopefully he can. We shall see. So, let's get started. This is the Half-Life 2 100% walkthrough, and this is Chapter 1, Point Insertion.
Right. Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine. Not that I wish to imply you have been sleeping on the job. No one is more deserving of a rest, and all the effort in the world would have gone to waste until... well, let's just say your hour has come again. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. So wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the ashes.
I didn't see you get on. No matter how many times I've been relocated, I never get used to it.
This is my third transfer this year.
Well, end of the line.
Welcome. Welcome to City 17. You have chosen or been chosen to relocate to one of our finest remaining urban centers. I thought so much of City 17 that I elected to establish my administration here in the citadel so thoughtfully provided by our benefactors. I've been proud to call City 17 my home. And so, whether you are here to stay or passing through on your way to parts unknown, welcome to City 17. It's safer here.
So, the G-Man has dropped us off here at a train station inside of City 17. Now, why is it called City 17 and not called something else? Like, Los Angeles or something like that? Well, let's find out what this talking head on the monitor has to say about the city.
Welcome. Welcome to City 17. You have chosen or been chosen to relocate to one of our finest remaining urban centers. I thought so much of City 17 that I elected to establish my administration here in the citadel so thoughtfully provided by our benefactors. I've been proud to call City 17 my home. And so, whether you are here to stay or passing through on your way to parts unknown, welcome to City 17. It's safer here.
Now, if you go over on the left side...
But this stuff, it's all I have left. All right, I'm moving. Jeez.
Wow! Now, who is that guy with the poison gas mask, as it were? Well, we don't quite know the answer to that yet, so let's see if we can hassle him a bit and harass him.
Welcome.
Wow.
Welcome to City 17. You have
Okay,
chosen
obviously
or
he does
been
not
chosen to
want to play
relocate
around.
one of our finest
So on the
remaining
right
urban
side here,
centers.
we see a
I thought so much
Vortigaunt.
of City
Now wait a
17
minute,
that I
didn't we
elected to
free them
establish
from
my
the Nihilith
administration
when we
here
killed him?
in the citadel so thoughtfully
Obviously,
provided by
this
our
officer,
benefactors.
this police
I've
officer,
been proud to
is
call
watching
City
over
17
him
my home.
to make sure he
And
works.
so, whether you are
Well,
here to stay
things
or
are getting quite
passing
weird
through
here,
on your way
and
to
we'll come
parts
back to these
unknown,
Vortigaunts later on.
welcome
For right now,
to City
let's
17.
go on the left
It's
side
safer
over here.
Were you the only ones on that train?
Overwatch stopped our train in the woods and took my husband for questioning. They said he'd be on the next train. I'm not sure when that was. They're being nice, though, letting me wait for him.
The Overwatch, huh? Well now. Now, you can open up the lockers here.
Welcome.
I'm just doing this
Welcome
to
to
show
City
everything.
17.
But you can
You have
play around
chosen
with the
or
objects
been
inside
chosen to
here, you know,
relocate
the
to one
physics
our
of the
finest
objects.
remaining urban
Because this
centers.
game really
I
is
thought so much of
quite
City
physical,
17 that I
if you want to think of it that way.
my
And you can
administration
stack
here
objects, you can
in the
throw
citadel so
objects, and,
thoughtfully provided
you know,
by
just have
our
fun with
benefactors.
objects.
I've
you
been
know,
proud to call
kinda like
City
that.
17 my home.
Anyway,
And so, whether you are
Dr.
here to
Breen's
stay
private
or
reserve.
passing through
Well,
on your way to
let's
parts
see how many
unknown,
pop cans we can get from here.
City 17.
Hey, it's Sody Pop. I love Sody Pop. Okay, and you can grab these even and toss them around. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on.
Welcome.
Don't drink the water.
Welcome to
They
City
put something in it
17.
to make you forget.
You have chosen
I don't even remember how I got here.
to relocate to one of our finest remaining urban centers.
They're always departing,
I
but they
thought
never
so much
arrive.
of City
And the ones that do
17
arrive,
that
they never leave.
established
You never see them go. They're always full. No one ever gets
in
on,
the
but they're always...
citadel so
always
thoughtfully
departing, but they
provided
never
by
arrive.
our benefactors.
And the ones that do arrive,
I've
they
been
never
proud
leave.
to call
You
City
never see them
17
go. They're
my
always
home.
full. No one ever
And
gets on,
so,
but they're always...
whether you are here to stay or passing through on your way to parts unknown,
I see they took your suitcase,
Welcome
too. They can't
to
get away
City
with this much
17.
longer.
It's safer here.
I'm working up the nerve to go on. Dr. Breen again? I was hoping I'd seen the last of him in City 14. I wouldn't say that too loud. This is his base of operations.
So, that talking head was Dr. Breen. And this looks to be a security checkpoint, so let's go.
Wait a minute. Where are you taking me?
Welcome.
Me?
Welcome to City 17. You have chosen or been chosen to relocate to one of our finest remaining urban centers. I thought so much of City 17 that I elected to establish my administration here in the citadel so thoughtfully provided by our benefactors. I've been proud to call City 17 my home.
Nova
And
Prospect,
so,
huh?
whether you
Well,
are
let's
here
go.
to stay or
Oh,
passing through on your way to
I
parts
guess
unknown,
we can't.
welcome to City 17. It's safer.
Oh boy, I don't like the looks of this at all.
This must be a mistake. I got a standard relocation coupon just like everybody else.
I'm gonna need me some privacy for this.
About that beer I owed you. It's me, Gordon, Barney from Black Mesa. Hey, sorry for the scare. I had to put on a show for the cameras. I've been working undercover with civil protection. I can't take too long or they'll get suspicious. I'm way behind on my beating quota.
Yes, Barney, what is it? I'm in the middle of a critical test.
Sorry, Doc, but look who's here.
Great Scott! Gordon Freeman! I expected more warning.
Yeah, you and me both, Doc. He was about to board the express to Nova Prospect.
Well, Barney, what do you intend?
I'm thinking.
Alex is around here somewhere. She would have a better idea how to get him here.
Well, as long as he stays away from checkpoints, we should be okay. Listen, I gotta go, Doc. We're taking enough chances as it is.
Very well. And, Gordon, good to see you.
Okay, Gordon. You're gonna have to make your own way to Dr. Kleiner's lab. Oh, man, that's what I was afraid of. Get in here, Gordon, before you blow my cover. Pile up some stuff to get through that window and keep going till you're in the plaza. I'll meet up with you later.
And that was Barney Calhoun, the security guard from the Black Mesa Research Facility. Remember him? And apparently he is working undercover with civil protection. So, that must be what those police officers with the gas masks are called. Civil protection. And we'll find out more about those guys later on and who they're affiliated with. But for right now, what we're going to do is climb this ladder, pick up the crate, place it under the window, and jump out of the window. And into this outside courtyard. Now, about these beer bottles here. This is just for fun, you don't have to do it, but this allows you to practice your aiming a bit, because, especially in Chapter 6 of this game, you are going to have to be good at throwing things, and you'll see why later on when we get there. So apparently we're supposed to find this girl named Alex, so that she'll take us to, well, I guess we're done with that, so that she can take us to Dr. Kleiner's laboratory. And Dr. Kleiner, if you remember, was a Black Mesa Research Facility scientist. So, yeah, you can play with the scenery here. Anyway, let's move on to the next section. And in here, we have a storage area, but you can't access it because it's padlocked. We'll go through the next door to something very interesting.
Of course, your question touches on one of the basic biological impulses.
And if you do that, you will unlock the achievement called Submissive. But, as you know, Gordon Freeman is not the submissive type, so I will be right back, you guys. And instead, and that's the achievement called Defiant. Okay, so that's all done with that civil protection agent. We move into the food court of the train station area, and there's a guy with some food right now.
Allow me to address
If I talk to you out here, we'll both be in trouble.
your concerns, rather than
can't
try
be
to
seen
answer
talking to
every
each other.
possible question you might have left.
Well, let's go wait in line.
You'll have to wait your turn like everybody else. The line starts at the end.
As a species, immortality is in our reach. This
You've got to be damn hungry to wait in line for this crap. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to join civil protection just to get a decent meal.
It also requires planning
I don't know about you, but I'm ready to join civil protection just to get a decent meal.
to our neural precinct.
And we're waiting in line for the cafeteria, just like school. Except this time, we don't get food, so we'll have to move on.
Was our mother when we were an infant
Word to the
species.
wise, keep it to yourself.
Instinct coddled us and kept us safe.
I'd like to
in
help you,
those
but it's out of the
hard-scrabbled
question.
years when we hardened our
A lot of
stakes,
these citizens
our first
seem a
meals
bit
of
grumpy,
meat
don't you
and
think?
fire, And started at the shadows that
New in
left
town,
upon the
aren't you?
cavern's walls.
Yeah, very, very
Inseparable
grumpy.
from instinct is
Now,
its
we can't go
dark
this
claim
way,
to
so
precision.
we have to go onto
Instinct
the
is
left side,
inextricably
inside
bound
here.
to unreasoning impulse.
Now, what I'm going to
And
do
today
is
we
something
face
just to pass the time, because I'm waiting, actually, for Dr. Breen to finish with his diatribe. As you see the closed captioning, he's still talking. What we're going to do is place this basket on the other side and then get some cans out. And once again, practice throwing. Because like I said, you do want to be able to throw pretty well. And this is one way to get some practice. And also what I'm trying to do as well is to let Dr. Breen finish so we can listen to his whole diatribe all over again, and this time a bit clearer, because we'll be outside where his broadcast is, you know, where his broadcast is. Or as they're called, Breen casts. Anyway, we'll go outside and into a large courtyard with, oh my goodness, what is that? That is a tall citadel, taller than the clouds. There is something very scary going on around here, that's all I gotta say. And in this large courtyard, what we can do is, yes, once again, wait for Breen to end, and then we're going to listen to Dr. Breen as he attempts to explain things about the citizens here. Now, if you want to, you can skip ahead to when he finishes, but this is just for completeness' sake. So let's have a listen to see what he says about the citizens and their procreation techniques, and how they're not able to procreate anymore.
Let me read a letter I recently received. Dear Dr. Breen, why has the Combine seen fit to suppress our reproductive cycle? Sincerely, a concerned citizen. Thank you for writing, concern. Of course, your question touches on one of the basic biological impulses, with all its associated hopes and fears for the future of the species. I also detect some unspoken questions. Do our benefactors really know what's best for us? What gives them the right to make this kind of decision for mankind? Will they ever deactivate the suppression field and let us breed again? Allow me to address the anxieties underlying your concerns, rather than try to answer every possible question you might have left unvoiced. First, let us consider the fact that for the first time ever, as a species, immortality is in our reach. This simple fact has far-reaching implications. It requires radical rethinking and revision of our genetic imperatives. It also requires planning and forethought that run in direct opposition to our neural precepts. I find it helpful at times like these to remind myself that our true enemy is instinct. Instinct was our mother when we were an infant species. Instinct coddled us and kept us safe in those hardscrabble years when we hardened our sticks and cooked our first meals above a meager fire and started at the shadows that leapt upon the cavern's walls. But inseparable from instinct is its dark twin, superstition. Instinct is inextricably bound to unreasoning impulses, and today we clearly see its true nature. Instinct has just become aware of its irrelevance, and like a cornered beast, it will not go down without a bloody fight. Instinct would inflict a fatal injury on our species. Instinct creates its own oppressors and bids us rise up against them. Instinct tells us that the unknown is a threat rather than an opportunity. Instinct slyly and covertly compels us away from change and progress. Instinct, therefore, must be expunged. It must be fought tooth and nail, beginning with the basest of human urges, the urge to reproduce. We should thank our benefactors for giving us respite from this overpowering force. They have thrown a switch and exorcised our demons in a single stroke. They have given us the strength we never could have summoned to overcome this compulsion. They have given us purpose. They have turned our eyes toward the stars. Let me assure you that the suppressing field will be shut off on the day that we have mastered ourselves, the day we can prove we no longer need it. And that day of transformation, I have it on good authority, is close at hand.
Well, let's hope we mount a full-scale assault on that skyscraper later on. So it sounds like the Combine, which appears to be the rulers of this planet now, have put up a suppression field to make sure that the citizens don't procreate. And maybe even they can't have sex anymore, which is never a good thing. And if that's the case, then who are the Combine? And why are they doing this to the human population? Well, if you look back in history, that is one way to get a race to be extinct, is by doing just that. So, we'll just have to see what's going on, and Dr. Breen apparently has sold the world to the Combine because he is the spokesman for the Combine. And we can't go that way, so we'll go to the, what is it called? The Terminal Hotel. We'll go to the side of the Terminal Hotel and see what there is to see. Oh, it looks like the Civil Protection have made a raid of the Terminal Hotel. Well, let's just move on from there and go down the left alleyway. Oh my gosh, that looks to be made entirely from flesh. I don't know what that is, but it looks scary. And we'll see those guys later on, believe me. And that is a Combine APC vehicle. And we don't want to mess with that, so let's see if we can sneak by it. And we can't, so we're forced to go the other way. And which way is that? Through this small alleyway right here where there's a fence. Well, let's jump on the dumpster, up the ladder, and on to the other side of the fence. And if we go down the left path, we see the Civil Protection have once again rounded up some citizens. And that citizen took a major pummeling, and he's bleeding all over the place. Not good. And if we go right, let's see what we have.
This is how it always starts. First the building, then the whole block. They have no reason to come to our place. Don't worry, they'll find one.
Oh, so the Civil Protection have raided that apartment building over there. And that's also never a good thing when the police are involved with apartment buildings. Anyways, here is playground equipment, and we can play tic-tac-toe if we so desire by ourselves. And if you notice, there is one piece missing from the tic-tac-toe. Somebody stole it, and we're going to find it. And to find it, we have to move on. And here is a creepy baby doll, and we will try to put it on the swing. Well, you know, come on, I can't... If we can do it, of course. Well, I guess not, but there's the swings, and there's a teeter-totter right there. And now, if you press your use button multiple times, you can get this to turn very fast and ride on it, but you can sometimes get pinched and die. And here's a slide. Whee! That's always fun to do. And we can't go inside this apartment building, so we'll go inside the other apartment building on the left, and into the next section. And through the apartment door, we have a locked elevator, so we can't go up the elevator. And through this door, there's not much. It's basically just a post office, and you can look outside if you so desire, but there's not much in here to do. So we'll just move on and go up the stairs of the apartment building. Well, apparently there's an unlawful entry going on in that apartment room. So we'll just leave the civil protection to their business because I don't want to get involved with that stun baton. Anyways, let's go ahead and get out of here now. So we'll go back and we'll see if we can go up the stairs some more. Which we cannot. So we're forced to go down the hallway and into the first apartment room on the right, where we have a kitchen.
Was that you knocking? I didn't even know we still had a door.
Well, you sound kinda drunk, and you don't have a door anymore. Now, in the kitchen area, again, there's not much to do, but just look around at the stuff. You know, wow, bleach, and that sort of stuff. And booze on the ground, and, you know, it's just very disheveled. And you can also look outside if you so desire again. And it's peaceful until you head inside this apartment room.
Oh, I thought you were a cop.
He's one of us.
Look at him down there.
I told you they'd be coming for us next.
Just this once, I hope you're wrong.
Oh my gosh. The civil protection have arrived, and they're going to invade this apartment room. And it doesn't look quite good for the citizens inside here, does it?
This doesn't look good.
They're definitely coming in here.
Here goes the rest of the neighborhood.
It was just a matter of time.
Oh no. Now we're really gonna get it.
And that is something I always enjoy doing, tossing TVs down there. And there is the missing piece from that tic-tac-toe game. Apparently, the citizens in this apartment are thieves. Anyways, there's not much else to do in this apartment, so we'll just move on down the hallway. And this door, by the way, just leads back into this apartment. So we'll move on past this guy.
I can't take it anymore.
Everything's gonna be okay.
What are we going to do?
I'll think of something.
When is it all going to end?
Don't worry.
Please.
It's all right.
Wow. Come on, Breen. These guys are suffering in this apartment building. I don't get it. I don't get the civil protection. I'm just so mad. Let's just... Yeah, I'll watch it. We'll toss it out the window. There we go. Damn you, civil protection. Damn you. Excuse me for a moment while I go use your bathroom. And that's always fun to do as well. Anyway, there's not much else to do in this apartment, so we'll once again just move on down the hallway.
Attention residents. Miscount detected in your block. Cooperation with your civil protection team. Permit full ration reward.
Oh, apparently there's a miscount in this apartment building, and the civil protection are raiding those apartments right now. So let's get out of this apartment building, shall we? Let's go down the stairs. Oh, we can't. So we must go up the stairs then. But if we go up the stairs, then at the very top, it's blocked by furniture. So where do we go?
Psst. Hey, you! In here!
Okay.
Head for the roof! There's no time to lose!
Here they come!
Oh gosh! We're being chased by Civil Protection.
Civil protection!
Potential civil infection. Info.
Okay, let's get out of here. Do not go down the stairs, but rather go up the stairs.
Potential civil
Get in here, quick! Keep moving! Head for the roof!
Cooperate.
Go on!
We enter the next section.
Go on!
So, just one note here. This citizen will hold the door for you, but only until you reach the top of the stairs. When you reach the top of the stairs, the citizen will die, and the Civil Protection will be coming for you with their guns this time. And so, while we don't have a health bar right now, or a health counter, you can still die from repeated hits with the pistol, but your health does regenerate if you can find some cover. So, we'll just go up the stairs now. And the citizen is dead, so we will run out of the attic and to these pop cans over here and hide to the left side. And there goes a combined gunship, which we will face many times in this game. And there's also a Civil Protection scanner. So at this point in the game, they are now susceptible to damage. So we can use some paint cans on them to try and kill him. Yeah, you see what I mean? You can kill the scanner. And we will grab his body and toss it down to the streets below. But we will not take this green ledge, it leads nowhere. What we're going to do instead is turn back around to the pop cans and go up the wooden incline, but very quickly. And now comes the most difficult part of this entire chapter. What we're going to want to do is cross these boards to the rooftop ledges and quickly make your way along them while being shot at from the Civil Protection down below. It is rather tricky. But once you escape in these windows, you will unlock the achievement Malcontent. Yay! We have escaped the apartment block raid, and can hopefully now find Alex, and have her lead us to Dr. Kleiner's laboratory. Well, let's go, and let's go down these stairs. And the stairs have collapsed. Oh noes! But that's okay, we'll just continue on. Oh, no!
Over here!
Ha! No, you don't! Dr. Freeman, I presume. I better hurry. The Combine can be slow to wake, but once they're up, you don't want to get in their way. Dr. Kleiner said you'd be coming this way. I don't think it occurred to him that you might not have a map.
And just look at what she did. She killed all these Civil Protection agents all by her lonesome. I think I'm starting to like this girl. Let's go.
I'm Alex Vance. My father worked with you back in Black Mesa. I'm sure you don't remember me, though. Man, a few words, aren't you? Remember him from Black Mesa? Your old administrator. Don't get my dad started on Dr. Breen.
Oh.
Through here.
So that's Dr. Breen. So Dr. Breen was the administrator of the Black Mesa research facility and has now sold the world to the Combine. Oh boy. Well, we'll find out what happens. Yes, I'm coming, Alex, I'm coming. And we'll find out what happens in the next video because this chapter is now over with. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough so far, and I will see you guys in Chapter 2, A Red Letter Day. Take care, everybody.
This way, Gordon.